நீங்க மீட்டிங் ஆரம்பிச்சுட்டு கொஞ்சம் கோகோஸ்ட் கொடுத்துருங்க சார். நம்ம அதை பவர் பாயிண்ட் ஷேர் பண்ணிக்கலாம். நீங்க ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் பண்ணிக்கலாமா சார்? நீங்க கொஞ்ச நேரம் பேச வேண்டிய ஷேர் பண்ணிக்கலாமா? ஷேர் பண்ணி முடிச்சுட்டு கூட அப்புறம் நீங்க சரி சரி சரி.
சார் கொஞ்சம் பேசிட்டு அப்புறம் ஷேர் பண்ணிக்கலாம்.
அந்த மாதிரி பண்ணிக்கலாம் பண்ணிக்கலாம்.
இது மாதிரி பிரச்சனை இந்த மாதிரி ப்ரோக்ராம்லாம் இருக்கிறதுனால இருந்தாலும் இருப்பாங்க.
இதுல இருப்பாங்க, இது அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணிருப்பாங்க.
அதான் மன்றத்துல இருப்பாங்கன்றேன்.
ஆமா மன்றத்துல இருப்பாங்க, எங்க
இருப்பாங்க.
சரி
இருந்தாங்கன்னா அது
Good morning, sir. Shall we start, sir?
You can start now. Ask Perumal, sir.
ஆரம்பிச்சுக்கலாம் சார். நீங்க உங்க சைடு ரெடியா தான் இருக்கு. நான் ரெடியா இருக்கேன் சார்.
Thank you, sir. வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வளமுடன். குரு வாழ்க, குருவே துணை. Opening prayer. Muthu Krishnan, PhD scholar, FST Mahir.
Gently close your eyes.
Chandrachatvam Sambadatvam Sambo Manam Sijanatam Deva Baham Yata Purve Anjananam Upasate Samjananam Upasate. Shanti Shanti. Om Sahana Bhavatu सहनौ पुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावतीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Good afternoon, everyone. I am highly honored and feel privileged to have been given the opportunity to welcome everyone on this special occasion. Today, we all have gathered here for 8th International Yoga Day Celebration 2022, organized by Sivakasi B.M. Manavalakalai Mandram Trust, Nadi Yogalaya Sivakasi, Shri Aurobindo Annai Yoga Foundation Chennai, in association with Faculty of Yoga Sciences and Therapy, MEENAKSHI Academy, Higher Education and Research, deemed to be University, Tamil Nadu State Chapter Committee of Indian Yoga Association, New Delhi. Also, on behalf of Sri A.N. Radhakrishnan, Chancellor Maher, Mrs. Jayantri Radhakrishnan, Rector Maher, Professor Dr. R.S. Neelakandan, Vice Chancellor Maher, and Professor Dr. C. Kritika, Registrar Maher. We welcome you all to this webinar on Yoga, the Happiness Index, on this occasion of 8th International Yoga Day Celebration 2022. We welcome all the students, staffs, scholars of FIST and various participants all over the world and make this session wonderful. And also we welcome our eminent and beloved chief guest, Dr.K.Perumal, Director, Vision, Vedatri Maharishi Institute for Spiritual and Intuition Education, Arunperumjothi Nagar, Aliyar, Pollachi, Tamil Nadu. We welcome you, sir. Once again, we welcome all the participants for this occasion and make it as a grand success. Now, I welcome the man of simplicity, kindness, empathy, and our mentor, Dr. R. Ilangovan, Professor and Head, Faculty of Yoga Sciences and Therapy, to address the gathering.
வாழ்க வளமுடன். Good morning to one and all. It gives me immense pleasure to be with you at this August gathering. We express our sincere thanks for all the organizers for having organized this function. First of all, I express my thanks to Nallatambi, Muthukrishnan, and also Navanitha Krishnan, our 3 PhD scholars. They are great scholars, known for dedication, devotion, and discipline and determination. எங்களுடைய மும்மூர்த்திகள். Now they are organizing this webinar in the sense they invited the right person for the right job at the right occasion as the chief guest. So our thanks and congratulations to all the 3 great scholars. So at this juncture, on behalf of our organizing team and particularly on behalf of our university, we welcome our chief guest, Dr.K.Perumal sir, the legendary figure in spiritualism, the doyen and icon of spiritualism. He is the living legend of Vedatrium. ஒரு வாழும் வேதாத்திரியாக நான் டாக்டர் கே பெருமாள் சார் அவர்களை பார்க்கின்றேன். He is the great educo-social and spiritual scientist. And also he is the source of intellectual stimulus. His contributions to spiritualism, particularly Vedatrium, is unparalleled and unmatched. He is a great motivator and the soul of hope for lakhs of people, particularly the youngsters. At the outset, we can tell that he follows the principles and the way of life. And also he is a great meditator, as like our Jesus, Swami Vivekananda, and our Buddha. Such an inspiring personality. We are blessed with his presence at this August gathering. So once again, on behalf of you, welcome our chief guest at this great occasion. Be the Nagar, one of the leading deemed to be university faculty in yoga, offering so many courses, BSc Yoga, Yoga Therapy, MSc Yoga, Yoga Therapy, and also PhD full-time and part-time. So we are elated to be with you along with our chief guest. Today our topic is related to happiness index. Do you think the Indians, we are in happy mood? We are 136th place among the whole world in happiness. We are ranked 138, 36. That means 135 countries are happier than us. And also, for your kind information, 99% of our Indians are having the feeling of not getting recognized by the society. That is the fact. So if you want to be a happy person, we need good thoughts, good actions. We need the 4 pillars of yoga: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. They have to be in a balanced state. We have to fulfill the concepts. And also, if you want to be happy, we need the integration of ego and superego of psychological concepts. If we want to be happy, our vata, pitta, kapha, all these 3 components are to be in a balanced state. Our thought should be less, breath should be less, and our all parts of our human system should be intact. And at the outset, our genes should be activated, protein should be activated perfectly, all hormones should be in a balanced state, our biological clock should be intact, our neurotransmission should be intact. For everything, if we have all these things, then we can be a good person and we can be like Dr.K.Perumal. So in that occasion, I am also eagerly awaiting for the lecture of our Dr. Perumal sir to know more about happy index. So on behalf of you, once again, I express my sincere thanks for having given this fantastic opportunity. And we welcome the legendary figure in spiritualism, particularly in Vedatrium, Dr. K. Perumal sir. Once again, on behalf of you, we express our thanks and also thanks for having given this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Wonderful.
Sir, thank you for your address, for this addressing the gathering. So now I give a small introduction about our chief guest. Arunidhi Dr. K. Perumal sir was born in the year 1954 in a rural village in Dindigul district. He had his education in government school and continued his undergraduate course in Dindigul and postgraduate on physics in Tiruchi. He started his career as assistant professor in physics in Sri Ramakrishna Mission Vidyalaya College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore in 1977. Later, he was promoted to associate professor and retired in the year 2010. Sir completed his PhD in the year 1991 and guided 25 MPhil scholars and 10 PhD scholars in physics before his retirement. His main area of research are solar energy and plasma physics, for which UGC and DST projects were received and completed. I am proud to say our chief guest, Dr.K.Perumal sir, is the direct disciple of Swamiji Vedatri Maharishi, founder of World Community Service Center for the motto of World Peace. With the respect of Swamiji, sir joined as a director in Vision Academy in World Community Service Center in the year 2010 to till now. Sir rendering his service. WCSC Vision Sky Research Center was approved by Bharatiyar University in the year 2012, for which he is acting as the head of the institution. In that, 60 MPhil and 75 PhD scholars are pursuing Swamiji Vedatri Maharishi's concept in different research perspectives. The institute is proud to say that 112 scholars have completed MPhil degree and 39 scholars have completed PhD degree. More than 30 universities in Tamil Nadu and other states having signed MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, with World Community Service Center, WCSC, to spread Swamiji's message through distance education. Sir has published more than 70 papers in national and international journals in physics and yoga for human excellence. He has guided 10 MPhil scholars and 7 PhD scholars in yoga for human excellence. Once again, I welcome you, sir. Now the session is yours, sir. We are eager to listen your speech for this special occasion. Thank you. Thank you once again, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. வாழ்க வளமுடன். வாழ்க வளமுடன். Sir, is it that PowerPoint visible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வளமுடன். குரு வாழ்க, குருவே துணை. குரு வணக்கம். சிந்தையை அடக்கியே சும்மா இருக்கின்ற சீரறிய செய்த குருவே, அந்த நிலைதனில் அறிவு அசைவற்று இருக்க பெரும் ஆனந்தம் பொங்குதங்கே. இந்த பெரும் உலகமிசை எடுத்த பல பிறவிகளின் இறுதி பயனாகிய சந்ததமும் என்னை மறவாத சாந்த வாழ்வழித்தோ என் சந்தோஷ செய்திருவேன். Respected Professor Elangovan and respected professors of the MEENAKSHI Higher Education Research Institute, our SKY members, Professor Nalladambi, and dear students and participants, I am really very much happy to share some of my ideas about this yoga and the happiness. I am very much thankful to Dr. Elangovan, who has been our source of inspiration for all our academic purposes. Right now, we are having types with different universities and conducting different courses in yoga, starting from certificate, diploma, BSc, MSc, MPhil, and PhD. For all these programs, he is the motivation. Because of his motivation, we are all doing that. He has said a lot about me. I am not sure I am eligible for that or not, but with his kind words, I like to make myself eligible to what he has said about that. So he has come here to our Aliyar many times, and he knows a lot about our simplified Kundalini Yoga system, and he has been guiding so many students in the path of Vedatri Maharishi. So we see him as the living Vivekananda. In that way, he is doing a lot of service in the sports university and now in the MEENAKSHI Higher Education Institute. Wherever he is there, he will do that much of service to the society. So I am very much happy that to associate with Dr. Elangovan, this 8th international conference, you are organizing that. And I thank the Nalathambi and all other scholars who are working along with Dr. Ilangovan for making this program a successful one. So now, and also I'm happy that Sivakasi Manavalakali Mandram Trust and the Nadis Yogalaya, then Indian Yoga Association and our university all are participating in this, combinedly organize this program. Really, it's a wonderful occasion that I feel I'm lucky to participate here along with you. So now today, the topic they have given to me is happiness index. Yeah, Professor Ilangovan told that the India ranks as 136 in the happiness index. Yes, even though we, the people, we more than 120-25 crores of people are living here, and we have a very good tradition behind us, the cultural values behind us, until we are lagging in that ranking list also. So now let us see some of the aspects of the happiness and how that can be related to the national level and for the individual level, and how our yoga will be helping us to improve that level. Yeah, happiness, everybody wants to have happiness. Nobody goes for any problems in their life. How that happiness comes? Even though it is much related to our mental activity, and we should make ourselves eligible to that enjoy that happiness. Actually, the nature has provided everything for us. The nature has provided everything for us, and understanding the nature and going along with the nature, all the people can enjoy the life. The nature never thinks the people to suffer. Then why we are suffering? Because of our own mistakes, we are suffering that. Once we understand the nature and go along with the nature, I think all the people in the world can enjoy the life, can be the happiest one. So how we can measure the happiness? So now the science is advanced with so many tools to measure the happiness. Yeah, happiness generally we can say it's a mental or emotional state of well-being, which can be defined by, among others, positive or pleasant emotions ranging from contentment to intense joy. Yeah, it starts with the contentment, then you can go to the higher level of the joy. So it is a mental state. And here we find some of the countries, they rank first in the happiness index, particularly the Nordic countries. And let us see the list of the countries. So these are all the countries according to the World Happiness Report 2018. So now we have passed another 4 years, but this is the report, the 2018. The countries which are the Finland, Norway, Denmark, Iceland, Switzerland, Netherlands, Canada, New Zealand, Sweden, Australia. So they rank in the
Sir,
first.
sir, it is not moving, sir.
This move agaliya, sir.
Move agla, sir.
Just a minute.
Okay. So direct share screen கொடுங்க sir. Direct share screen கொடுத்துருங்க.
இப்போ மூவ் ஆகுதுங்களா சார்?
இல்ல சார், ஸ்டாப் ஸ்கிரீன் கொடுத்துட்டு டைரக்டா ஷேர் ஸ்கிரீன் கொடுத்துருங்க சார். ஷேர் கொடுத்து டைரக்டா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆப்ஷனே கொடுத்துருங்க சார். ஷேர் ஸ்கிரீன் டைரக்டா இருக்கும் பாருங்க.
இப்போ வருதுங்களா சார்?
பண்ணுங்க சார். எஸ் சார், ஓகே சார். ஆல் கவர்மெண்ட் சார். Thank you சார்.
ஏதாவது இடையில நின்னு போச்சுனா கொஞ்சம் சொல்லிருங்க சார்.
Okay, okay sir. Thank you sir.
Okay, all right. So these are the countries which rank first in the happiness report. So particularly those countries much related to the northern part of the world, the Finland, Norway, Denmark, Iceland. So this is a report for the 2018. I think now it may have changed a little. But let us see how they are happy and what are the points in which they are differing. Sorry, move ஆகுதுங்களா சார்? இப்போ போட்ட ஸ்லைட் மூவ் ஆயிருக்கா?
Moving sir. Thank you sir.
Okay, all right. Okay, the 75% of the differences in happiness can be explained by 6 factors. For national level happiness, they have given some 6 factors for that happiness. What are they? The GDP per capita. Yeah. எல்லா மக்களுக்கும் வேணுங்கிற அளவுக்கு கொஞ்சம் வசதி இருக்கணும். Then coming to health, then the trust the people which are having among themselves and with the nation. Then the social support, freedom, generosity. These are the 6 points. They take it for measuring the happiness for the nations. GDP, health, trust, social support, freedom, and generosity. And for the gross national happiness, they call us GNH. And generally, for the national happiness index, they say there are some 4 pillars. And that depends upon the governance, good governance, and sustainable socio-economic development. Then the cultural preservation, environment conservation. So they take this as 4 pillars and for finding that happiness index. So the good governance, even though we are having a democratic setup, actually we enjoy that governance, but the other countries, they enjoy more. Then coming to the socio-economic development, we are developing, and those countries, they may be in the developed state, but they are the higher level. Cultural preservation, actually we have a very good tradition of culture, but still we are lagging behind. Then the environment conservation, so there comes the problem. So these are the 4 factors mainly they indicate for the happiness of the nations. So it is followed by another, the 9 factors, that is coming to that, the psychological well-being, health, the time use, education, cultural diversity and resilience, good governance, community vitality, ecological diversity and resilience, living standards. So they say these are some 9 factors coming there for the finding the happiness index among the nations. So these are all the factors by which the nations differ in the happiness. So those, the 10 countries, they have that advantage of enjoying that. As our professor told that we are in the 136th state, even though we feel that India contributes a lot for the cultural values, but we stay in the 136th rank. So those countries, they are in the first to 10, they are there. I am sure we can also come to that level, and we have a very good tradition, but we should take the help of the spiritual education, and the yoga will be very much helpful to us, even though we are getting a lot of things from other countries, and we are giving the yoga to all the other countries. Now, the International Yoga Day, so it has been announced by ENO, and for the past 4 or 5 years, we are celebrating that all over the world it's going on there. So for which we have to thank our Prime Minister for initiating such an action in the ENO, and we should thank the ENO also for establishing such International Yoga Day. And now almost all the countries, even the countries of all other religions, they are following that one. So yoga is not a religion. It is common to all the people for have a happy and joyful life. So I think we have the yoga with us. So using that yoga, we can also come to that rank. Okay, coming to the individual happiness. So what we got told is for the national happiness. Then coming to the individual happiness, I think there was a research in America. They say there are some 4 factors for the individual happiness. There is financial status, harmonious relationship, then job satisfaction, then some other factors are there. So generally, we say the people who are rich, they are happy, and the people who are poor and they are not happy. In that way, generally we classify. But the research says for your happiness, your financial status, the richness, the money, the wealth you possess, they contribute only 10% for your happiness. Then the remaining 40% happiness that goes for the harmonious relationship. That is, in a family, how the husband, wife, they behave, how the relations between the family members, the parent, the children, brothers and sisters, relatives, friends, how we behave with others. So there comes another 40% of the happiness. Because to maintain the harmonious relationship between the family members and in the society, then we have to be mentally mature. For which Swamiji Vedantra Maharishi will be saying very simple factors, that is tolerance, adjustment, and sacrifice. Yes, we have to tolerate with others because all the people, they will be having their own individuality, and we have to respect that individuality, and we should help them to achieve that one also. So tolerance should be a must, and that paves the way for the happiness. Then adjustment. Yeah, we have to adjust with all the people. So we have people of different cadres and different skills. Along with them, we are working there. So we have to adjust with all the people. If only we adjust with all the people will also adjust with our activities. If you want to be a leader, then we have to respect all the people under you. And without helping other people, we cannot expect the help from others. So we have to adjust with other people's and sacrifice. Yes, we have to sacrifice. So what is more comfortable to you, if possible, is make that comfort to others also, where we have to sacrifice. So the tolerance, adjustment, sacrifice, that is much helpful in keeping the harmonious relationship. First, the relationship between the husband, wife, and the family. There should be harmonious relationship. Always there should be a love and compassion should be there with that the wife and the husband. There should be there because all our activity, it begins from the family. So the understanding between the husband and wife, that leads to the happiness first. Then with the brothers, sisters, then when we go to the office, the colleagues, the friends and relatives. So wherever we go, we should maintain a harmonious relationship. Whoever you see, first you smile at them, then say a few words, so which inspires them. So in that way, we have to maintain that harmonious relationship. That paves for the 40% of our happiness. But our money, all the wealth we possess, it pays only 10%. But the relationship, the husband and wife, the children, brothers, sisters, society, that gives 40% of the happiness. Then another 40% of the happiness that goes for the job satisfaction. Yeah, because once you come out of the house, then you go for some job, whether you like it or not, then you are there for 8 hours, 10 hours, or 12 hours, you are working there. So there, if you like that job, if you enjoy that job, then actually another 40% of happiness comes there. So nowadays, it is a problem for most of the people because they study, they get some degrees, and they go to jobs and which are completely different from their studies. And they go to the job because they want to earn something. They want to save their family, for which they go to the jobs. That job they don't like, but they want to earn, they want to get some money. So for which they go to the job. Actually, they are not having any job satisfaction. Just for money, just for salary, they are going there. As a mechanical engine, they are working there. So there they lose that job satisfaction, and it may come around 0, 5, or 10 in that way. But if you enjoy the job, whatever the job you get, then you make it as an enjoyable one. If you concentrate on the job, then you can make it as an enjoyable one. You can get the satisfaction in whatever the job, then you get it. So it has been offered by the divinity, by the Almighty. Then you start enjoying the job. You try to help all the people around you. You try to learn the job. And what is the skill needed for the particular job? You try to acquire that skill and make yourself completely suitable for the job. So that will pave the way for your satisfaction in the job, because you are there for 8 hours, 10 hours. If you are not satisfied, then all the time you will be getting the boredom, and you will be always getting irritation from that. And you may not have that friendship with other people. Maybe your manager, but you will not adjust with your subordinates. If you like that job, then you will tolerate, you will adjust, you will sacrifice for all your subordinates and for all your colleagues. So job satisfaction that plays another 40% of your happiness. So then other factors, 10%. So there are different factors coming in the others. That's why we concentrate only on the three important factors. That is financial status, harmonious relationship, then the job satisfaction. So these are the three important factors and which accounts for 90% of the happiness. So generally we believe that money is for happiness. No, it is not right. It is giving only 10%. What way the money will be helpful? Whether all the millionaires are happy? Now we are seeing the topmost persons in the world level, the richest person. Are they happy? Then why the rich persons, they commit suicides? Why there are so many problems in the rich families? Yes, they're not happy. The money helps only for the 10%. Why we need the money? We need the money to fill our basic comforts. That is the food, clothes, and shelter. These are the essential things for our life. So for which, how much money you need for your food, how much money you need for your cloth, how much money you need for your home. So a nominal amount, that is enough. Now when you analyze the people, almost all the people are enjoying the basic comforts. So now when we analyze the total population of the world and the people suffering from food, cloth and shelter, they are meager in number. Then more than other person, they are suffering because of various reasons. And they have the food, they have the cloth, and they have the house, but still they need something else. So there they differ, there they compare with other people. And there their mind goes another way. So therefore the financial status that gives only 10% of the happiness. Then another thing, there comes the harmonious relationship. You have to adjust with the people. You have to tolerate with the people. And you should sacrifice for the people. So there comes your another 40%. Really, if you maintain a harmonious relationship, surely even you will start enjoying your job also. So any job you get, because now it's a competition for, there are so many unemployments are there. So therefore, whatever the job you get, you try to work it out, you try to make yourself eligible for that particular job and try to enjoy the job, try to learn more and more about the job. Then I think there is a possibility for all the people to go for 90% of the happiness. I think for this status, harmonious relationship and job satisfaction, our yoga will play a major role. And it has given different techniques to us. So by which we can maintain a harmonious relationship in the family, in the society, and also whatever the job you get, and we can make ourselves eligible for the particular job. If the yogas are properly followed, I'm sure the 80% of that happiness, there is a possibility that our yoga will give that. We have different sects of yoga. I think on this occasion, I respect all the systems of yoga because each system of yoga has been given by an expert in that field. It has been given. So therefore, whatever the yoga part which you are interested or which you are familiar with that you can follow that. So in that way, so now we have different traditional yoga, the classical yoga part is there. Now the modern yogas are coming there. Anything which you are interested, you can follow them. So here, so I am from the World Community Service Center, which has been founded by Swamiji Vedatri Maharishi, and the center has been started in the year 1958. So the main aim of the World Community Service Center is to achieve the world peace. Yeah, all the people in the world, they should have a happy life. They should have a peaceful life. Now we see the war is going on there between the Russia and Ukraine, and the people are suffering. How many people are dying daily? How many bombs are exploded? How many buildings are destroyed? Yes, it's going there. The people are suffering there. That's why Swamiji has given a world without war. Yes, in the Vedantrium, he has given some 14 points in which first he emphasizes the world without war. Yeah, all the people should be happy, for which there should not be any war on the earth's surface. So almost all the yoga specialists, and they are for the nations, they are for the world. But Swamiji is given specifically, and the Vedanta has formulated some 14 principles, so which begins with the world without war. So all the yoga systems are helpful. So here Swamiji has given a very good package in which how we can have a that is health in the body level, physical health, and how we can have an immunity development using the Kayakalpa yoga, and how we can make our mind peaceful using different types of meditation, and how we can become good with all the behavioral pattern by the introspection. He has given some techniques by which anybody who practices this, I am sure they will enjoy all the benefits. And this 80%, they can easily achieve that one. Yeah. So I take this opportunity to express my gratitude to Swamiji Vedanti Maharishi. He was very simple, very simple. He was born in the year 1911 and he lived up to 2006, and 95 years that he served the society, and he formed this World Community Service Center. That is to achieve the world peace. How that world peace will come? It should begin from the individual peace. Unless the individuals are not peaceful, then the family will not be peaceful, society will not be peaceful, and the nation will not be peaceful. Therefore, Swamiji has given some techniques by which the individual can lead a peaceful life. So, how one can be peaceful? So here, Swamiji has given different techniques. That is the physical exercise, Kayakalpa yoga, meditation, introspections, different techniques he has given them. I appreciate all his efforts on this occasion. Now we will have the techniques about the mind. So for which Swamiji has given meditation and introspection. So these are some of the phenomena by which one can pure his mind. So generally when we analyze how much we enjoy, how much we suffer, that depends upon our mental activity. The enjoyment and suffering are purely the mental activity. If you have a very good mind, then you can always remind yourself in the enjoyable mood. And if the mind is not cooperating, then whatever your other richness and all other attributes, then you may not be able to enjoy the life. So for which what Swamiji says is that there are some 6 unwanted habits with us. If we get rid of all these unwanted habits, then surely anybody can have a peaceful life. Anybody can have a joyful life. So what are the 6 temperaments? How they can be maneuvered? How they can be overtaken? How they can be converted into good habits? So here, that Swamiji calls us the management of the 6 temperaments. So what are the unwanted temperaments? What we are having this? Yes, that is the greed, anger, miserliness, the immoral sexual passion, vanity, and 6 is the vengeance. So these are all the 6 unwanted habits with a human being. How much the habits are with us, that much we will be suffering. And we cannot go to the joyful level. So all these unwanted habits, that's the greed, anger, miserliness, immoral sexual passion, vanity, and the 6th one is the vengeance. All these habits should go away from the mind. How much that habits remains with us, that much we will be suffering. So now today when you analyze all the people, so everybody, almost we can say all the people are greedy. All the people are hungry most of the times. And all the people are most of the people find self-oriented. I think only the few people like our Professor Ilangovan, and who has a lot of students under him and serving for the society, serving for the nation. Only few people we can find that. When we take the total population, only some 10 or 15% of people like that are there. So they are for the society. They enjoy the life. And other people who are self-centered and they concentrate on their own, on their self only. They don't bother with the society. They save everything for them. They are not enjoying. They are not leaving that for the other people also to enjoy that. So the miserliness. Then comes the immoral sexual passion. Yes, now this factor that dominates throughout the world. and the people start suffering by that immoral sexual passion. Then the vanity, that is superiority and the inferiority complex. Lord has given equal opportunity to all the persons. There is no partiality from the divinity. We only make the superior and the inferior levels. Therefore, that vanity should not be there in the mind. Then the last one is the vengeance. Yes, always the people are ready to target other people, ready to disturb other people's rhythm of the other people's life. So keeping something in the mind, that is vengeance. So all these unwanted, that 6 factors, they should be converted. How this can be converted? Yeah, the 6 temperaments. Yeah, the first we will take the greed, the needs they give to desires. Generally, we can appreciate the desires. We need some desires. To fill up the desires, work for it. So therefore, desires are appreciable and we have to fulfill the desires. But the unwanted desires, the self-oriented desires, the desires which are disturbing society, so those desires are harmful and they are classified as the greed. So the thoughted desires turn to rage. When you are unable to fill up the desires, then it amounts for the angry. So keeping for oneself is miserliness, and excessive desire for the other, 6 lust. The comparisons lead to vanity, and the suppressed anger paves the way for vengeance. So all these unwanted qualities, the 6 temperament, the desire, the anger, miserliness, then the immoral sexual passion, the vanity and vengeance, all these things, everything, they start from the desire, the unwanted desire. When it is stopped, it becomes angry. And when you want to help yourself only, you don't bother with the society, there comes the miserliness. Then the desire towards other sex, there becomes the immoral sexual passion. Then the desire on yourself, and there comes the comparison. So there comes the superiority, inferiority complex. Then the anger kept in abeyance, that is called the vengeance. So for all this part, the first part is the desire. Yeah, these desires, they are responsible for all the 5 cardinal, yeah, the temperaments. 5 cardinal sins you see here: the dishonesty, stealing, murder, gambling, immoral acts. So these are said to be the 5 cardinal sins. So whoever is having that 6 unwanted temperaments, then they will slowly turn into the 5 cardinal sins. So now you see these 5 cardinal sins, they are disturbing the society at all the levels. They are unable to have a joyful life. Actually, the world is joyful. Everything in the world is for enjoy. But because of the unwanted habits, what we are possessing in the mind, then we are unable to enjoy that. If we are having that unwanted, the 6 temperaments, surely that we will get diverted to this dishonesty, stealing, murder, gambling, and the immoral activities. Yeah. So taking the greed. So what do you mean by greed? It's unfulfilled desires keep mounting. The mounting desires for material possession, fame, power, and pleasures that transform into greed. So it is important to plan for betterment in life, but doing so without improving one's knowledge and skills is mere avarice. Yeah, so we have to improve. So where we need that yoga, where our cultural values will help us, where our traditional, the pattern will help us. So the evil effects of the greed stands in the way of realizing the purpose of life. It destroys peace and the skills, and the knowledge becomes a mere tool for acquiring. Yeah, the greed had to overcome through the practice of moralism this year. Yes, this is enough. This is enough. In that way, you start telling yourself, the excess thing, you cannot enjoy that. We are having so much surplus within this, and we got to donate, and we got to save it to other people. We got to give it to the poor people. So the contentment has to replace the greed. So the greed should be replaced by the contentment. Yes, this is enough. This is enough. This is enough. I'm having everything. God has given everything. I have a very good family, very good children, very good office, very good government. Yes, everything is good when you turn in that way. When you see in that way, everything becomes good. So you can have a contentment in the life. So that fills up the greed. Then coming to the anger, it's a force that wells up when desire is the water. Whenever the desire is unable to perform, then there comes the anger. Yeah. So you see the Quran also says the woeful anger devours mind and the body, vanishes fast in self-defense. Yeah, the anger that spoils the mind, a body, that spoils a society, that spoils a relationship. For all the unwanted thing, the anger becomes the root cause. It has to be taken away from the mind at any cost. So how that can be? So the patience is the way by which we can easily tackle the anger. The anger has not brought any good anywhere, anytime. When you analyze, is there any benefits coming out of the anger? No, nobody has enjoyed any benefits out of the anger. All the people, they are suffering because of the anger. They think using that anger, they can win the race. No, never it occurs. Because of the anger, then they are going negatively, that's all. So it has to be taken out. How that anger can be taken out? It has to be replaced by the patience. We should try to tolerate with others. We should be patient, even if the other people are committing some mistakes, we should tolerate that one. Yeah. So for which, yeah, the forgiving the evil one is the best. Instead of having them in the mind, you just forgive them. Yeah. So for which you can bless them wholeheartedly. All the people who are disturbing you and who are making you to become angry, then you just bless them wholeheartedly. Yes, without their knowledge, they have committed the mistake. If the same mistakes are done by your son or the daughter, you will excuse. Similarly, start the excusing others, for which first you bless them wholeheartedly. Then once you start blessing the people wholeheartedly, then the anger will go away from the mind. So now, you see, the Samaji has given the techniques of blessing. Blessing anybody, you can make them as a friend. From the enmity, you can make them as a friend. So blessing the life partner, the life become harmonious. Blessing the brothers and sisters, then they will be very much cooperative. Blessing the entire society, they will start helping you. So in that way, by blessing others, by tolerating the activities of others, and you can easily maneuver the anger. Then the miserliness. Yeah, how much money you need, how much wealth you need, just to fill up your basic comforts. And surplus, then you have to give it to the society. Otherwise, that will not be useful to you and also society. So it's keeping things for oneself, even at the cost of others. That becomes the miserliness. So it should be overcome through the practice, analysis of thoughts, meditation, when it transforms into charity. So you should have that mentality of charity. If you analyze yourself, this wealth is not helpful to me. After my death, what I am going to do with the wealth? During my lifetime, if I donate something, if I help the people will enjoy that. I can see the happiness of the people, other people. By seeing the happiness of the other people, my happiness will also increase that. Instead of that keeping with myself, I am actually disturbing the rhythm of society. Therefore, the miserliness, that should be converted to charity. So, all the people, they can minimum 1% of their income, they can donate it for the society. That's why in the World Community Service Center, Samaji has given a regulation here for all the people. The 1% of the salary of the income, that should be donated to the poor people or the needy people. So by which we can help the people. Imagine if all the people donate 1%, then will there be any the downtrodden people? No. All will come to that the average level or at the higher level, they will come there. So all people, whatever they earn, if they earn 100 rupees, they can donate 1 rupee to the poor people. In that way, charity, that should come instead of the miserliness. Yeah, by charity, by giving other people and seeing the sufferings going away from the people, that is the real joy. Then the immoral sexual passion. So it is inordinate desire for the other sex. It is an ugly form of desire. So from the Kamparamayana, that's we have known about the evil effects of this immoral sexual passion. So the Kamparamayana depicts a lot about that. Almost all the ethics and scriptures, They give a lot about this. Yeah. So that should be converted to chastity. It's a safeguard through the marriage, equally applicable to both husband and wife. The chastity is applicable for both man and woman. It is not only for the women, so it is also applicable for the men also. So that immoral sexual passion, that should be converted into the chastity. So because now the society is suffering with so many disturbance from this immoral sexual passion. And most of the people, they don't respect for they don't give regard for the chastity, and the society suffers now. So every day when you turn the newspaper and you see, we come across so many unwanted things because the people, they don't give regard for this one. Then, so yeah. So the greatness like chastity in men has to be safeguarded through discipline and veracity. The Quran says, see, Thiruvalluvar, in all his 1330 poems, he has given so many values for the society. Then the vanity, yeah, it is comparing oneself with others in terms of physical strength, wealth, prestige, fame, duty, and the responsibility. You are like you are, the other people, they have your differences. Why do you compare with others? If you want to become rich, work for it, you will become rich. If you want to become scientist, work for it, you will become scientist. If you want to become politician, work for it, you will become a politician. So whatever you try for it, you will get it. You don't compare yourself with other people. God has given equal opportunity for other people. So if you work for it, and surely you will achieve that. So God has not shown any partiality on anybody else. He has given equal opportunity for all the people. We have to understand, we have to work for it. So that should be converted into equality. Yes, there is no inferior, there is no superior to us. All are equal to us. So before the God, all are equal. That we should understand. Then the vengeance. The pent-up anger, waiting to find expression, transforms vengeance. When the anger kept in the mind, that transforms into vengeance, ready to commit mistakes. Yeah, forgiving all those who are thwarted us and driven us to anger is the best. So forgiving, you forgive all the people instead of keeping the irritation in the mind. So when you keep the irritation in the mind, actually your mind gets spoiled, your body gets spoiled, then your family gets spoiled. Everything, all kinds of unknown things comes to you individually. So therefore, if you forgive the people who have irritated you, so it goes out of your mind. Yeah. So for which only we need the people like Samaji Vedantra Madrasi, like Yogalaya, and like Thiruvalluvar, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Vivekananda. We need such people. When we follow the footpaths of such people, surely we can come out of all these unwanted things and we can enjoy the life. See, the yoga, we need it. What is the meaning of yoga? It is for a proper life. Yoga for overcoming tension, and yoga for mental peace. Yeah, all the people can achieve the mental peace. Yoga for courage and the confidence, and yoga for bringing of latent skills. Yeah, we have a lot of skills with us, but we are not exposing it out. If you do that yoga properly, and we can bring out all our skills, which will be useful to society. Yoga for sharing the knowledge. Yoga for learning the secrets of life. And yoga for realizing the self and the nature. Yes, we are trying for others, we are questioning others, we don't know ourselves. So yoga for realizing the self and the nature. Yoga for happy and content life. Yes, whatever we missed in life, that will be substituted by the yoga. So there are different systems of yoga. I take this opportunity to appreciate all the yoga systems. You can follow any yoga system which you like, but you follow it perfectly, allot some time daily, and when you do it regularly, surely your mind, all the unwanted things from the mind will go away and you will enjoy the benefits. So here Samaji Vedantra Maharshi has given some 6 components for having a perfect life, for keeping ourselves in a happy mood. So physical exercise for the body, the meditation for the mind, and the Kayakalpa practice, that is for our Sukma Sariram, for astral body. for extending our longevity and for improving the immunity that will help us. Then introspection practice to analyze ourselves, where we are, what we are, and to take away all the unwanted things for the mind and fill up the mind with good things. We need that introspection. Then sublimation, where we go to remove all the unwanted things and improve the positive things. Then perfection, finally making the mind a perfect one, making the soul a perfected one, making the generic center away from all the sin imprints. So these are the 6 components Swami Vedatri Maharishi has given to us, by which anybody who practices sincerely, surely they will enjoy the life, for which the happiness index for them, it will go high. So this is a very simple exercise Swamiji has given here. Anybody at the age of, from the age of 8 to 80, 90, all can do that very simple exercise. Doing that exercise for 30 minutes or 45 minutes, surely you don't worry about your body, all physical ailments. But generally now people are much worried about our physical ailments. You don't worry about it. Take any yoga system, and here Swamiji has given a very simple exercise, and which gives all the benefits. Yeah, then coming to the meditation. Yeah, this is a part of our culture. So we go to the temple and we do chant mantras. Yeah, everything that comes in the form of meditation. It's all these things are for training the mind. So here the simple meditations are given here by Swamiji. There are 9 types of meditation here, starting from Agna, Santi, Duryam, Duryadidam, Panchendriyam, Panchabodhanavara meditation, Nityananda meditation, then the divine state meditation, 9 set meditation. There are 9 meditations Swamiji has given here. Anybody who does the meditation regularly, surely they will enjoy that. They will keep their mind always in the joyful state, because the meditation is much related to the mind. Yeah. And then there is a Kayakalpa practice, which is very much useful to improving our energy level of the body, the immunity level of the body. So it takes only 10 minutes in a day. Swamiji has given a very simple technique for this doing Kayakalpa. So anybody who practices meditation, where the emotional mood that comes to the normal mood, generally our mind is wavering between the beta, alpha, theta, and delta waves. Beta is the emotional state. Whenever we are angry, whenever we are frustrated, whenever we are stressful, then that oscillation will be high. That is 14 to 40 cycles per second. That is called as the beta wave. So when we do the meditation, when you chant the mantras, then you come to the alpha level. Then if you do the meditation more and more effectively, then you go to the theta level. Theta level, that is where all the scientists are working. All the creativity, innovations are coming there at the theta level. When you tune your mind to that level, then you will not be angry. You will be always peaceful. Even if somebody disturbs you, and you will not be bothered about that. And you will start enjoying the disturbance also. And instead of cursing them, you will start blessing them also. That is the wave, theta wave. Then you can tune yourself to the state by the meditation. The delta wave, that is the wave at which all the Mahans, seers and saints, and they're all living there in that stage. Almost all the time they are in the delta wave. That's why they're always peaceful. They're always having that blissful state. And the state of ecstasy, they enjoy that. So anybody can reach that level by doing the meditation sincerely, tuning the mind sincerely. Yeah, there are some centers in the body. So taking from the Muladhara, center of the body, then Swasthana, that is 4 inches below the navel point, then Manipuraha, the navel point, Anahata between the lungs, Visukti in the throat level, and Nagana between the eyebrows, and Duryam at the crown chakra. So there are 7 centers by which you can concentrate and meditate. All these centers, they are giving different benefits. And anybody can do that. Anybody above the age of 14, they can practice the meditation and enjoy the benefits. Once you practice the meditation, your mind comes to a calm state. Whenever your mind comes to a calm state, then your intelligence, conscious level goes high. And whatever you do, it will become successful. And you will have a joyful life. Yeah, all these centers are much related to the different glands. Yeah. Then comes the introspection. We got to introspect ourselves. All the unwanted things for the mind should be taken away. If anything remains in the mind, then that much we will be having the disturbances. That's why in the beginning itself I told the unwanted things, the greed, the anger, miserliness, immoral sexual passion, the vanity and the vengeance. All these things to be taken out from the mind, and that should be substituted with the patience and the contentment, patience, charity, chastity, and the forgiveness. With that, that should be compensated. So for which we have to introspect ourselves and change the unwanted things into good things only. So finally, we can achieve the perfection. So that means it's the realization of nature and one's higher self are living in accordance with the knowledge and the nature. You see the people here, see the Vedatri Maharishi, he's always happy. I have never seen him in an angry mood. You see the Vallalar, how bright he is, and the Ramana Maharishi. So many Mahans we are having. Thousands and thousands of Mahans are here, and Siddhas are here. And it's a land of the Mahans, we can say. Such wonders are there in our land. So therefore, by practicing this yoga, and we all the people in India, and we can get that happiness, and instead of keeping ourselves in the 136th rank, we can come to that first rank, because it is our culture, it is our yoga system, which has been going to the entire world and helping all the world to come out of that. Therefore, we possess that by birth, by heredity, we have that. The only thing is we have to understand, we have to practice this yoga. So by which I'm happy that our Professor Ilangovan has taken so many steps, and his scholars, and they are celebrating this with the different opportunities they are doing that. I'm thankful to all the people who have organized such a webinar, that too through the online mode they have organized that. I congratulate them. I bless wholeheartedly, and I pray for them for their success in all the way. So this International Yoga Day should reach all the people, and the values of yoga should go to all the people, and all the people should enjoy that. We are born to enjoy, and we are not born to suffer. Suffering should not be on the way. We should always have a peaceful mind, joyful mind. Our individual happiness, it should go to center. So yoga will be much helpful in that. So thank you very much for all of you for giving me such an opportunity, so that I also feel myself in a happy mood sharing my ideas with all of you. வாழ்க வளமுடன், வாழ்க வளமுடன், வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
Thank you very much, sir. Wonderful.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you.
All sir, thank you for your presence and gave your delightful speech explaining about 6 bad temperaments which affect our happiness, and how to change the bad temperaments to good, and also the importance of blessing. You explaining the benefits of yoga, and also encourage all the systems of yoga which helps the people to get rid of illness both mentally and physically. Also, you gave a short note of simplified physical exercise, introspection technique, and meditation suggested by our Vedatri Maharishi. Also, moreover, knowledge which we listen now from you is received from our Guru Vedatri Maharishi in divine state. I hope this will make partial changes in the participants and make them live happily. World Howlamudan, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Now I invite Mr. K. Nallathambi, PhD scholar, to deliver vote of thanks.
வாழ்க வளமுடன் and namaste to one and all present here. On behalf of our organizing team, I would like to thank the management of Nagar, and especially our HOD, Dr. Ilangovan sir, for his guidance and advice for making this event a great grand success. My sincere thanks to our today's guest speaker, Dr.K.Perumal sir, Director, Vision Academy, Aliyar, for accepting our request. In spite of his busy schedule, even now also he is in Europe, I think attending some meeting, but also for us sharing these ideas. Thank you very much, sir. Sir. I would like to thank our Associate Professor, Dr. Murugesan sir, and then Dr. Sublajit madam, and our Assistant Professor, Mr. Annai sir, for their cooperation. My thanks to the technical team who helped us in coordination with this successful event. I would like to express my gratitude to all the participants. Thank you all. வாழ்க வளமுடன். வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nallathambi sir. Next, now I call S. Muthukrishnan, PhD scholar. Before that, I kindly request everyone to switch on the camera for the group photo. Thank you all. Now I call S. Muthukrishnan sir, PhD scholar, FOST Mahir, to sing the closing prayer. Close your eyes.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कचित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् எல்லோரும் இன்புற்றிருக்க நினைப்பதுவே அல்லாமல் வேறொன்று அறியேன் பராபரமே. ஓம் சாந்தி சாந்தி சாந்தி. Thank you.
Thank you all. Now I share feedback link in the chat. Kindly fill it and send as soon as possible. It will be end this day. The feedback link will be closed at the end of the day. Kindly fill as soon as possible. Thank you all. வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வளமுடன்.